Honestly, half the time I can't even keep a straight face because of this hair, but it is what it is. Today we are back with another Get Ready With Me. Now we are going out for New Year's Eve. I'm actually heading out into Boston, and my oldest brother is DJing there, and then I'm going out with my friend Amber, so it'll be a good night, and I'm gonna be crashing at her house tonight as well because I really didn't want to drive with all the crazies out, but I wanted to sit down and film and get ready with you guys. So as usual, my hair is pinned up and setting while I do my makeup, so yes, it looks crazy right away, but this is worth the result, in my opinion. So we're gonna be starting with the eyes today. I kind of have a game plan. I actually have a Fashion Nova dress hanging out back here that I'm gonna be wearing today, and it's just this like nice kind of tan, rouged sort of maxi dress sort of deal. I'll hopefully be able to show you guys later the full outfit, but that's kind of what I'm basing my makeup off of today. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I'm going to do is once again take a little of Scotch tape, and we did this in my Christmas Get Ready With Me video. It's kind of unfortunate because I'm actually not feeling that well today. I can feel it in my throat, like kind of getting a little bit sore, and like when I wake up in the morning my nose is really stuffy. I'm starting to feel it in my sinuses, so that's always fun. That's a great way to start the new year. So for today's video, I think we're actually going to be diving into the Kat Von D Sinner and Saint palette. I haven't touched it in a while, but it is like displayed and stuff because it is such a beautiful palette. If you never saw this, I got this in a P.O. box when I first had mine opened from a subscriber who is an amazing woman but has such a beautiful array of colors. But even though it's a very colorful palette, I'm kind of going to be reaching for like the neutral browns. And then I was going through my collection and I found this City Mini palette, and this one is just a drugstore palette from Maybelline, and it has mostly shimmers, so there were a couple colors in here that I saw that I could potentially use on my lid, so I think I'm gonna kind of be playing with these two palettes. And then I also pulled out my Disney designer palette from ColourPop as well, because there are some colors in here that I just can't live without. Alright, so to get us started, let's see real quick. I think we're gonna go into our first shade here, which is called Martyr, I believe? I don't know. But we're gonna pick that color up on kind of a tapered, fluffy crease brush. And we're gonna start sweeping this right into my crease. I'm not gonna blend it out very far. I'm just gonna kind of keep it right in there. I want to chit chat a little bit as we go, and I hope you don't mind. I just feel like I've been wanting to do like a updated Q&A or just some sort of kind of chatty video recently. So we're going to talk a little bit, but we're going to talk and work so this video is not 1,000 years long. So I kind of got into Game of Thrones really, really late, but I knew that the final season was going to be coming out April of 2019, so the seasons had come out on Hulu, and I thought it was a perfect opportunity. We have Hulu, so I had watched them, and oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was everything and more, and I cannot wait till the next season, but I'm bummed out because now I have to wait. I was worried at first that I wouldn't catch up on time, and now I caught up. Once I have that applied, I blended it out slightly, but I knew I was going to go in with a color on top of this. So taking my Morphe 507 brush, I think we're going to go into the Maybelline palette for just a moment. I'm going to pick up this shade here. It's similar to the color that we just applied, but I think it's a little lighter, and it's not completely matte like this one is. So I'm just going to take my brush and just sort of graze it over the top of the first eyeshadow that we placed and just continue to blend as we go. So yeah, that was a great one that I watched. I binged watched Game of Thrones for like, I think it took me maybe 2 months to get through all the seasons. And Game of Thrones is one of those shows that sometimes I get really, really into shows where I literally don't want to miss a second. I don't want to miss any detail. So anytime that, like, I wouldn't watch Game of Thrones going to bed because I would fall asleep and then like lose my place, and I was doing that at first, and I thought I was backtracking enough and like found where I left off, but then like I would watch it and I'm like, when did they die? Or like, when did this happen? I kept missing stuff. So I stopped watching it when I was getting really sleepy, or like I didn't watch it when I got ready because I wanted it to have basically my full focus. So it took me quite a while to finish. All right, real quick, those two browns are on. Next, I think we're gonna go in and deepen up that outer V. And the Sinner and Saint palette has some really nice dark browns, but I'm gravitating toward this one, which is called Crucifix, which is basically just like a dark, deep matte brown. I'm going to take that on the same Morphe 507 brush. I just briefly wiped away the other color, and I'm going to sweep this into my outer V. I'm not really going to bring it up into my crease, but I do want to darken up this outer corner. So yeah, that was amazing, and I'm upset that now I have to wait. But I think it will definitely be worth it. Season 7 left off at such a great spot, but there's, you know, it left the show open for so much to happen in just one season. So I'm excited to see what happens, but we'll see in April. Another show that I was watching, which I'm sure everybody and their mother has been watching, is Bird Box, and I really liked it. I'm kind of into not really horror, but like that's my genre of horror. Like I don't really like jump scares, but it just, the plot fascinated me, to be honest with you. It was really good. Okay, I have that outer V darkened, and I really don't want to bring it in too far because I don't want this to be a super dark look. So next I'm going to go ahead and grab some concealer. I still can't find that instant age rewind from Maybelline concealer I just bought, so using pretty much what's left of my Tarte Shape Tape and then my Morphe 124 brush. This is a brush that I use to cut my crease. It's just a really flat, stiff shader brush, and I'm gonna start marking out my crease here. But yeah, Bird Box was really amazing. I don't know, I feel like, is there anything out in theaters right now that I really want to go see? I mean, I guess not, considering I can't even think of one. The last movie that we saw in theater wasn't that long ago. It was the newest Grinch movie. And without ruining anything, I mean, how many times can you remake the same kind of story? But it did have its own twist to it. I don't know what it was about the actor who played the Grinch, but I wasn't that big of a fan of it, to be honest. Like, it was cute. Like, there's no doubt to say that it was cute. Like, my daughter liked it. It was a cute family movie, but maybe I'm just biased because I never really liked the Grinch movies at all. I think if I had to pick one, it would have been Jim Carrey's version, just because I am a huge Jim Carrey fan in itself. But the story to me was always just, I don't know, it was, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I've never been that big of a fan of the Grinch thing. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do next is again go into my okay, I was just thinking for a sec. Yeah, we're gonna go back into this palette, and I'm going to pick up my Anastasia brush. Has a flat shader side as well, but it's just not as flat as the Morphe one, but it will work. And I'm gonna pick up this gold shimmery shade here. When it comes to makeup, I always try, oh, that's a little fuzzy. I always like to try to incorporate both drugstore and high-end brands, and I found in comments before that you guys really do appreciate me using makeup for every budget. You gotta understand, you know, sometimes it's hard for me to afford, you know, high-end makeup because I have a lot of bills, and those bills need to get paid before I buy makeup. So, you know, I try to show that, you know, drugstore can work just as well. You just gotta practice with it, kind of know what you're doing a little bit, and practice. I kind of just want to go in and clean up the edges of my cut crease a tiny bit. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna go back into that Morphe 507 brush and just lightly go over that edge. Then I want some sort of transition from this dark brown into this gold, so let me see what we have to work with. Oh, I actually might have found a perfect color in the Sinner and Saint palette, and it's called Revelation. And it's this dark brown, but it has like gold shimmer in it. I don't know how well that's going to pick up on camera, but hopefully you guys can see that. But I think we're going to pick up a little bit of that, and I'm just going to tap it right in between the gold and that dark brown. To be honest, we're about to go in with some more shimmer, so that line does not have to necessarily be blended out perfectly, but I'm just blending it out enough where it doesn't look muddy. So we're pretty much finished with eyeshadow on the top. There is a new product I picked up and I want to play with it today, and it is the Cover FX Glam and Glow Shimmervale Trio. So they're like mini shimmers, and at first I thought they were all highlighters, but then I figured out that you can use them on your cheeks, you can use them on your eyes, and you can use them on your lips. They're just very sparkly, so I wouldn't use these as like an everyday highlighter, but for special events, definitely. So let's pull these out and see which one I want to use today. So they have like the champagne-y one, kind of an orangey one, and then like a darker brown one. I think I'm gonna go for the middle one. We're gonna try that out. It's just like a little doe foot applicator, so I'm gonna put this on right over that gold, and hopefully, let me swatch it. Let me swatch the other two real quick, because that actually ended up being a bit more like almost like a rose gold, like it has that hint of pink, so it might not work for today's look. Let me swatch the darker one. Okay, the light one is definitely really pretty, but I think I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to take the darkest one and I'm going to start applying this on the eyes and just kind of see where it goes. So I'm going to start back here first. Alright, I think I'm going to commit to the whole lid, but I'm kind of realizing that the gold that we placed on my lid was pretty pointless because this is covering that right up. So if you're following along, you can definitely skip that gold step, but it's all good. Alright, I think I am happy with that. Let's go ahead and take off, take off the tape. So we actually didn't really get any fallout, so I'm pretty surprised about that. So next we're gonna start working on the face. To be honest, when I was out picking up new makeup, I totally forgot to pick out a primer, but that's fine. We're still gonna be using the Monostat cream to get the job done. Look at this beauty blender. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's like a marbled pink one. It is a little bit dirty because I used it yesterday for the first time, but I hadn't ever seen this design before and I actually really liked it. So thought that was awesome, but I also picked out, I mentioned in a makeup tutorial that I was running out of my Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, which is one of my favorite full coverage matte foundations. I ran out officially, so I went and picked up what I think is a correct shade. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this one matches me currently, and this is in Fairly Light Beige. So I'm going to be mixing this with just a tiny bit of the Moonlight Cover FX Custom Drops. Cover FX is just kind of getting their whole video today. I don't know what's up with that. But just putting a little bit of the foundation on the back of my hand and then just taking, like I said, just a drop. Too much will make your skin too shimmery. So put less than what you think because you can always go back and add more. So mix those two together on the back of my hand. We're gonna start buffing this baby out. Can you guys believe it's gonna be 2019? Like 2018, tell me how 2018 was for you down in the comments. But I remember like February of this year, I was already over it. I don't remember what happened, but I was just, this year has been a whirlwind of growth. Both, you know, with me just growing as a mom, just trying to be a better wife, trying to be a better everything, a better worker, a better YouTuber, a better makeup artist, a better mother, a better everything. And I've been trying to focus on that this year, and to be honest, I kind of felt like I failed miserably. But I am trying, and you know, the start of the new year is always that time that people are like, you know, you start making your resolutions, and I don't like to make resolutions because I feel like if I can't uphold them, I sort of feel like a failure, and like it kind of discourages me from making resolutions and like trying to make goals for myself, because I feel like every time I set goals, I just like, I don't follow along with them. But you know, I do have personal goals. I don't really want to call them resolution with an S. But you know, I do have personal goals. Like, I want to continue to see growth in my YouTube channel and be able to put out new and better content. And that's why I'm filming today, because I think my problem with YouTube is my lack of confidence, because even posting this makeup tutorial, I'm probably going to start editing it and be like, oh, that's amateur work. You know what I mean? I'm not the best at putting colors together, but I really, really try. And there'll be so many times where I just like, I won't film because I feel, excuse me while I look for a concealer to use. I feel like, oh, is there any left in my Makeup Revolution concealer? This was a good one. This one can be found at Ulta. I don't know if, maybe you can find it at Target too, because it is a drugstore brand. But it's really good when it's not running out, but I have enough. So I think for 2019, I just need to stop being my own worst critic and listen to the comments and listen to what you guys are saying, because like nobody is telling you to like my videos or you know, like tell me that I'm doing a good job. Like, you guys are doing that on your own, and you really have, I mean, maybe you do, but you have no real reason to lie to me about that. I feel like, especially when the internet, you're gonna get the most honest opinions about your work, which is a blessing and a curse at the same time, but you also have to kind of take it and run with it and grow. But you guys are so sweet with my makeup stuff, and people tell me that I'm good at it, and that's just always been my thing, is I've always just struggled severely with my confidence. And I think 2019 really needs to be that year where I'm seeing my channel grow, and I just need to put out the content that I genuinely really enjoy making, which I haven't. I don't think there was a video that I posted that I didn't enjoy making. But I don't know. I don't know how to talk about it. Real quick, I'm going to go in with some cream contouring, and this I'm using the LA Pro Girl Concealer in Toast to do so. So I think 2019 just has to be the year where hopefully you guys are just going to see more makeup on my channel. You know, that is one of my biggest passions, is makeup, and sometimes it can turn into something that's not fun for me because I feel so pressured, basically by like the big people of the beauty community, like James Charles, Nikki Tutorial, Manny MUA, even though like Jeffree Star, you know what I mean? Like those kinds of people, they're so incredibly talented and gifted, and for like my makeup to go up against that, I'm like, oh my god, you know what I mean? It's a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie, but I just gotta keep pushing myself to try new stuff, try new looks, and really, really step out of my comfort zone. I just need to pick up my makeup brush and slap some makeup on my face and keep doing that till I come out with a happy video that I can post for my channel. But 2018 was a crazy year. To be honest, it was more, I mean, there was a lot of like really good things that happened too. Mostly just with, did my daughter, was that this year? My daughter did her gymnastics and like had her little recital and stuff. That was amazing. That was so cute. Oh, I'm gonna be signing her up for dance again pretty soon, which I'm so excited about, but I believe that happened this year, like early this year. Basically, the only other, oh, I went skydiving. I went skydiving in the summer. That was really awesome. Again, just the growth of my channel. I mean, it was like, I've never seen something like that before. That was incredible. I don't know, there definitely were a lot of kind of like heartaches too. You know, 2018 kind of put me in a new spot here, which is a blessing and a curse at the same time. You know, I really, really miss being home, but, you know, we are talking about in 2019 moving back, which will be nice, so that's definitely something to look forward to. Oh, 2019, I also have the, I have the Puerto Rico trip next month. The trip to New York was this year. I don't know, it's crazy to like kind of reflect on your year and try to remember what the heck happened. If I think of anything while I continue to do my makeup here, I'll let you guys know. But again, sound off in the comments down below. Was 2018 a good year for you? Was it a bad year? Was it a challenging year? An easy year? I know so many of you are kind of at that age where you're still in school, or like if you're away on college and stuff, like, you know, how's that going? Did you start a new job? Oh, 2018, I walked out of Forever 21. Speaking of jobs, trying to think. Oh, no, I was thinking of like that haunted acting job that I did, but I think that was the end of 2017 because that was not this past Halloween, but the last one, yeah. I powdered my face using my Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows super quick and I'll be right back. All right, we're back, and I was here just kind of still thinking about my year, and I got my motorcycle this year as well, which is currently at my father-in-law's bike shop. They have to look at it, and there's a few things wrong with it that needs to get fixed, but I'm hoping that possibly next summer I'll be able to ride my bike to work. Obviously not when I have Ella, but that'll be really nice to finally at least get my license. If I don't have the bike up and running, sure, but just kind of getting the license out of the way would be nice, and maybe put a little more confidence in me to get behind the wheel of a motorcycle. Just gonna set my brows into place momentarily using the e.l.f. brow gel. Don't use too much of this because I did find that it can make your brows a bit crunchy, but I just like to comb through them, this hair. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of my Resi highlighter, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone. Now, I did just slap a little bit of white eyeliner on my lash line and on my inner corner. So now I'm just going in with a little bit of highlight on my brow bone. This is the Morphe 213 brush. Love this brush for my brow bone and my inner corners. Sorry, like the mirrors. Hello. So this is exactly how you do it, guys. It's actually really simple. All you have to do is watch. So now we're going to work a little bit backwards. So now I'm going into, again, my Morphe 507 brush, picking up Martyr once again. Pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. But I'm going to sweep this on my lower lash line, and I'm going to be careful because now the rest of my face is done. I'm going to bring that up to the edge of that line up there, and then just smoke out the rest of it. Now, because this is like a going out nighttime look, you can drag it down a bit. You can make it a little bit darker if you want to. If it was for the daytime, you know, I would tone it down a little bit. This was a really hard year for many, many, many reasons. It's funny because I think, real quick while I'm talking, I'm going back into my Resi highlighter to highlight my inner corners. I think I'm at that age where it is just... This is the hardest age, like from 20 to 25, my life has just been one big mess. Don't get me wrong, there has been so many glorious memories, but I'm at that age right now where I'm trying to figure out where my career is going. I'm trying to figure out like who I am as a person. Real quick, I'm gonna go into, I think I'm going to take Prince Charming. It's like my favorite highlighting shade at the moment. And I'm going to go right over that inner corner again. My 20s have been my absolute hardest age ever. And I'm just still kind of like discovering who I am as a person, as a artist, as a mother, as everything. Real quick, I'm going to go into Crucifix, which was that dark brown matte shade, not showing you very well. And I'm going to sweep this on my outer V here, my outer corner. But this has definitely been my most challenging age ever. I thought being a teenager was hard. Oh my god. This has challenged me in ways that I've never been pushed, and I feel like I'm learning so much about myself in a good and a negative way. There are certain things that I don't like about my personality, there's things I love about my personality. But it's like, I'm at that age where I just don't know like what my future is going to bring me at all. Excuse me for a moment, I'm going to put on some liner. But at the same time, even though I'm going through all this hard stuff, that as open as I am with you guys on my vlogs, there are just certain things that I don't want the world to know, and that's okay. I don't feel like I'm hiding anything from you guys. Can you imagine for a moment, just imagine yourself sitting down in front of a camera and talking about the worst part of yourself, or like the worst part of what you're going through or whatever it is, and oh jeez, trying to be comfortable enough to share that with the world. You know what I mean? So that's why I ask people to cut me slack sometimes when I don't want to open up as much as maybe is expected of me at this point, because I am a vlogger. What the heck is going on with this brush? I'm sure everyone has something in their lives that they're not eager to share with everybody. I think sometimes things sound worse in my head than they actually are on paper, and sometimes I overthink stuff, and I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm trying to focus on my eyeliner and it keeps messing up. Alright, I put some glue on my lashes. I'm going to let those get tacky for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead bronze up my face using my Butter Bronzer by Physician Formula. Oh, my blush palette is missing. Lovely. I do have this one that we can use. This is from Milani, and it's called Romantic Rose No. 1. This was like my go-to blush for like a hot minute there. Still love it. I've just kind of reached for other things, so I'm gonna add a little bit of this. It's kind of like a mauvey pink. All right, now my lashes should be ready to go, so let's pop these on. These are the Jasmine Brown Curly Queen lashes. You can get them at Target, definitely at Ulta. All right, I'm gonna let those bad boys finish up drying. For highlight, I'm gonna be doing the same combination I've been doing for the past couple videos. I love it. I'm taking my custom drops from Cover FX once again, just a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I use my finger for this. I found that my finger works best over a sponge and brushes, and I'm just going to start tapping this into my skin where I want my highlights to be. And you gotta work kind of quickly because it does tend to dry quite fast on you. And then I'm gonna follow up with my Amrezi highlighter using just a little highlighting brush from e.l.f. I'm gonna sweep this right over those custom drops, and it just really helps it stand out. For lips today, I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I actually found recently 2 of my favorite ColourPop lipsticks, although I'm not seeing one at the moment, but we have a couple options here. I'm not sure where the other ColourPop one went, go figure, but we have Naughty here. Oh, that one might be a little too on the orange side. But we also have, from Morphe, we have Taunt. That might be a better option. A little darker, but kind of more on the nude. We also have True Story, also from Morphe. Oh, a little bit of a darker brown. Probably not that one, but we also have Ophelia from Kat Von D. Okay, I think out of all of these, I'm probably going to go with this Morphe one called Taunt. Let's give that one a try. Yeah, you know what? I like it because it almost matches the transition shade we put. I actually think I want to go back into the eyes for a second and take that lightest custom Cover FX like doe foot applicator. I think I want to put a little bit in my inner corner because it was so pretty. And then I think I almost want to top my lips with the Vivid Hot Lacquer from Maybelline. It's like a nice nude gloss. Okay, so I think that completes our makeup. I'm going to bring you guys into the bathroom, show you the dress. I'm going to pull down my hair and we'll have a finished look. Trying to adjust you guys a little bit. My hair is now kind of falling. Oh, look at that. Little piece escaped and wasn't curled. That's great. I actually am going to be showing you guys a Fashion Nova haul pretty soon, which I'm so excited about. And this particular piece came from that haul, so you're kind of getting a little bit of a sneak peek. But it is gorgeous. Oh, it's this gorgeous dress. It's so, oh, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna put this on real quick and I'm going to take out my hair and style it. All right, you guys, so I am going to play around my hair a little bit more, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think I just want to like fix this bang. It's kind of sitting a little bit weird. I wish I could show you guys like more of the dress, but it is very, very, very like tight. Yeah, I got a bright blue bra on, so that needs to change before I leave, and that tag back there. But the cool thing about this dress is it actually has adjustable straps, which I'm actually very grateful for. So quick bra change. I think I'm just gonna keep on these studs. I might change these out as well. I am going to be wearing, I'll grab my shoes so you guys can at least see those. If you saw my, did I show them in my Christmas Get Ready With Me? I must have. I think I showed them in a vlog. You guys have seen them if you've been keeping up. Why is there toothpaste? Why is there toothpaste on the wall? Let me just grab them real quick for those of you who might not have seen them yet. But there are these ones. I had shown them not that long ago, so you probably are seeing them again. But they're from Windsor, and they were very, very comfortable during the Christmas party, so I know that I can get quite a bit of wear out of them. Anyways, guys, let me cover that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and getting ready with me for this New Year's Eve party. I cannot believe that this is the last video of 2018. That is crazy, but I'm also really excited to see what 2019 brings to us. So I will see you guys next year. Bye.